And welcome back one more time. So good to see you, even though I can't really see you, but I know you're there because you're watching this video. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to solve equation systems algebraically. All right, we know that we can solve them with a table, we can solve them with a graph, but today we just want to solve them algebraically. And the thing I want you to remember are three simple steps. Three simple steps. How many steps did I say? I said three simple steps. All right, and the first step is going to be you are going to put your equations in slope-intercept form. That is the very first thing you are going to do is you are going to put them in slope-intercept form. Sometime you will be lucky and you will find already that the equations are already in slope-intercept form. Other times you'll find one in slope-intercept form, the other in standard. Sometime you'll find neither. All right, and of course you know slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. All right, that is what you know already. Check out my other slope videos if you need more clarification on that. All right, that is the first step. The second step will be you're going to set the equations equal to one another. Okay, so you're going to set the equations equal to each other, and you'll see exactly how that looks when I work through a couple of equations later on. Set equal to each other, and you're going to solve for x. All right, solve for x. All right, and the third step is going to be once you have that x value figured out, you're going to substitute it into one of your equations, and you're going to solve for y. Okay, solve for y. If you don't have these simple steps, I implore you to go ahead and write them down. You will find them valuable later. All right, so let's go ahead and work on an equation system. And this one we're going to do y equals 4x plus 15. And if you notice, I am working in pen. That is a no-no. I'm doing it simply so it will show up a little bit better on the video. But remember, make sure you have your pencil handy for you. So we've got our two equations here. Y equals 4x plus 15, and then y equals negative 2x plus 9. And our first step is we're checking to see if these are in slope-intercept form. We're looking at the first one, and that one is good, right? It's in slope-intercept form because we've got our y equals, we've got our slope, which is m, and then we've got our b, which is our y-intercept, which is our y-intercept. All right, and we're looking down at the other equation. We've got y equals mx plus b again, so they are both in slope-intercept form, so we can go ahead and move forward from there. All right, so we can skip to step number 2, which is to set the equations equal to each other. So we're going to take 4x plus 15, and we're going to equal it to negative 2x plus 9. All right, did you catch what we did there? We just set the two equations equal to one another. All right, so you've got it there. Let's go ahead and solve. And if you've forgotten by now how to, surely you didn't forget, but if you need a quick refresher about how to solve equations with variables on both sides, be sure to check out that video as well. All right, so we're going to add our two inverse operations. Add 2x to both sides. All right, 4x plus 2x gives us 6x. Bring down our plus, bring down our 15, bring down our equal sign, and then bring down our 9. All right, fair enough so far? Fair enough so far. You know how to solve equations. We're going to undo this constant, undo the 15 by subtracting 15 to both sides. 9 minus 15 is going to give us negative 6. Bring down our 6x. Bring down our equal sign. All right, again, you all know how to do this. So x ends up equaling what? Negative 1, right? Negative 6 divided by 6 gives you negative 1. Okay. All right, I went a little bit fast because I know that you are confident on doing equations, so that's fine. Now we are on our third step. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to choose either equation. And listen, you can flip a coin. You can pick the one that looks easier. You can see which one your pencil lands on. Either one will do. It'll work out exactly the same. I usually go with the one that looks like it could be easier. So let's plug it into this one. All right. So wherever you see that x, you're just going to put a negative 1. So y equals negative 2x, right, which is negative 1, plus 9. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and solve that equation, that expression. Negative 2 times negative 1 gives you 2 plus 9. That's going to give you 11. Bring down your y, bring down your equal sign. Y equals 11, x equals negative 1. Sounds like an ordered pair. Your answers, you're always going to express the solution point in an ordered pair. So our x is what? Negative 1. And our y is 11. Now look at yourself, pat yourself on the back. Was that easy or was that easy? Oh, you bet you. It was easy. Let's try one more. Let's try one more just for good measure. All right? All right, so here's our next linear equation system that we're going to work out. And the first thing, we're going to jump right into step number 1. We are looking at these, and I'm sure you will notice rather quickly that neither one are in slope-intercept form. So step number 1 tells us that we need to change them into slope-intercept form, but that is no hill for a stepper. That is no problem. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite our equation, both of them, but let's start with this one. 2x plus 5y equals to 15. All right. We're going to go ahead and undo this 2x by using inverse operations. Nothing new here. We're not reinventing the wheel. So we're left with 5y equals negative 2x plus 15. All right. We're going to divide each side by 5. That's going to leave us with y equals negative 2/5 x plus 3, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and that's in slope-intercept form, correct? Because we've got our y equals mx plus b. All right, let's go ahead and do the next one now. 2x plus 2y equals 6. All right, we're going to undo the 2x just like we did the last time. This is stuff that you know how to do already. All right, so we're looking at it. We know we're not quite done yet, so we're going to just go ahead and undo those. Y equals negative x plus 3. Okay, so now we've got our two equations in our system, and they are both in slope-intercept form. All right, so we are done with step 1. Let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is we're going to set them equal to one another. So we're going to have negative 2 over 5x plus 3 is equal to negative x plus 3. Okay, that's the way we do that one. So we're going to go ahead and move. All right, so after that we're going to go ahead and combine these. Let's collect the x's on one side of the equation, so plus x. So plus, that would be the same as 5 over 5, right? X, and that will give us 3/5 x plus 3 equals 3. All right, we're going to go ahead and undo the 3's. That will give us 0. 3/5 x equal to 0. We know that if anything you multiply, if it's going to equal 0, x must be 0. So we're going to just go ahead and say x equals 0. All right, fair enough. Good. So we've got that. We can move on to step number 3 now. We're going to take one equation. Why don't we take this one, because we can still see it, and we're just going to plug in 0 for that x value. So 2x, which is 0, 2 times 0 plus 2y equals 6. All right, that's going to cancel out for us. I'm going to go ahead and divide y is equal to 3. Okay, so now the last thing is put in our ordered pair. Our x is 0. Sorry, I almost put x. And our y is 3. And that will become our answer. Alright, a lot of work to get to a simple answer, but I hope this video helps you. Be sure to rewind, pause, do what you have to do. But feel free, hopefully this helped you, and you will be ready when you see these problems to take them by force. You are now math superstars, so you are good to go. Check out some more videos for more help. Keep on loving, keep on leaning, keep on learning. All right, until next time.